Sunface.
Paul Raasch, and I am going to be doing the brand new band interviews section of the Warren Township High School Scratch Paper Music section. I am here with local band Two Deer Fence. Do you mind telling us your names and telling us your roles in the band?
My name is Matt Martin, and I sing and play guitar.
Kason Brock, and I'm the drummer.
TJ Lamont, and I play guitar.
I'm Mickey Gallagher. I'm the king of Two Deer Fence, and I also play bass.
Right. For anyone who has heard Two Deer Fence or is reading the description on it, Two Deer Fence is kind of a weird name. Do you mind telling us the origin of said name?
Well, we ended up locking ourselves in a room trying to come up with a name because we didn't have one.
Just kind of throwing around ideas, and we eventually saw a picture.
Yeah, there's up in the computer room, right above us actually, there's a picture of two deer jumping over a fence. So we rearranged the lettering and actual words, so as opposed to TWO, it's TOO and DEAR.
Fence.
Fence.
If you were wondering how to
Doesn't
spell
mean
it.
anything, but it's really catchy. Really
Yeah.
is.
So how long have you guys been playing?
Together, probably about a
About
year,
a
maybe.
year.
Two Deer Fence kind of came from the ashes of a metal band that Kason's neighbor tried to start. It did not work.
So that's how you guys met together?
Yeah, TJ
And then
joined us.
as soon as I joined, is kind of when like it was. At least when I sing, it's kind of when like we started all playing together. Actually, when I joined, I didn't even know how to play guitar.
We all learned our instruments for
Specifically
a band.
for the
Yeah,
band.
like for this, yeah, like for this.
So here's a fun one. Do you guys remember your first impressions of each other?
Of each other, like as people.
Like in a band environment?
Both.
Both?
Well, we've known each other.
We've
for
known each other for
years,
a long,
yeah.
long
before
time.
we
This
thought
was a
starting
friendship
band.
before it was a band.
Yeah,
We've
this
all
is
known
like-
each other for a very
So
long
let's see.
time.
My first impression of Kason.
Stick figures.
Stick figures. We used to draw stick figures in
Oh,
5th grade.
Yeah.
We drew together all the time. And that's how we kind of became. I met Matt in band.
Band.
We like
Yeah,
trumpet band,
I met
concert
Matt
band.
usually around like lunch in 4th and 5th, or
Actually,
sixth grade. Sixth
Yeah, I
grade.
met you the latest. I met Mickey the last.
I met Mickey last too.
Mickey,
I
like,
don't remember how I met you guys.
like literally,
I
it's
met
been,
you in
it's
first
been
grade.
together. It's been like this
Yeah.
for so long
It's
that I
been
just
too long.
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long
It's
time.
been a long
I
time.
know. How would you guys describe your overall sound?
Well,
We've been asked that so many times.
We
never
can't-
really,
we're all influenced by different things.
so it's hard to say. But we've always just kind of gone with the rock, alternative rock, indie rock,
Yeah,
kind of.
Because we have
Any
So
specific
many-
examples?
Well,
No.
the thing
Let's
is,
think.
all of us, like Mickey, what's your musical taste and general influence?
I like big band music
Big
mostly.
band.
Like big band. Any specifics?
The Count Basie band, lots of Frank Sinatra, stuff like that. I just love jazz, all that kind of stuff.
Swing master. I usually just I'll listen to anything. I mostly listen to like rock, indie rock now. I used to be like in middle school. I used to listen to like screamo, heavy metal. Matt knows what I'm talking
Think you
about.
can name off some bands?
That I used to listen to in like middle school era or like nowadays.
Nowadays. I guess nowadays.
Yeah, what more influenced me? I guess a lot of Weezer. Brand
oh,
new.
yeah, a lot of Weezer.
A lot of Weezer.
Brand new.
Modest Mouse.
Modest Mouse. Believe it or not, there's no influence. You probably won't hear it, but System of a Down, they make me want to play music.
That's a good one.
They make me want to
Any
play
other bands you guys like made you
Well,
want to play
personally
music?
for me, Thrice.
Oh,
Right.
They're my all-time
Thrice.
favorite band. Coheed and Cambria is the reason I tried to learn guitar because I wanted to learn the opening riff for Welcome Home. And I actually learned that about a year or so before I ever actually tried making a band, and then didn't pick up a guitar after that. I was satisfied with that.
I think everyone, when they heard that intro for that song, everyone wanted to learn how to play it.
Yeah.
Right. So, I know that you're really into hip hop.
Yeah.
And you're saying that that hip hop has really influenced your songwriting and your lyrics.
Not until very recently. The most recent song we wrote, Sunface, kind of has a spoken word rappy part at the end.
It was originally intended to be like a rap, but when it kind of came out like as like a spoken word. It ended up sounding really cool.
Yeah.
All right. Because I know you really like this specific rapper. Do you mind telling us who it is and show it to the camera?
Cage. Cage is actually one of my favorite rappers. He's I guess an underground rapper in a more emo vein. A lot of his stuff, his early stuff was more psychopathic, I guess. He had a feud with Eminem.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
He actually does mention that multiple times on that album.
And actually
Wow.
there's Eminem songs where he talks about rapping over Cage's mixtapes.
Specifically the song Role Model from Eminem.
That's cool.
But yeah, I really like Cage. I like how his progression through his entire career has gone, how he actually got more and more serious and threw off all of the psychopathic stuff and actually started delving deeper into his emotions, I guess, because he has an interesting life story. If you don't know anything about him, you should check it out.
Again, this is Cage's Movies for the Blind. We highly recommend it. Now, he's one of the more crazier psychopathic guys. Now, I know the more the more poetic guys is this guy, Aesop Rock.
Aesop.
Oh, yeah!
TJ really likes Aesop as well. Aesop Rock is definitely in my top 5 favorite rappers. One of my things that I like about him is he's very verbose. Just
Really?
He's actually very wordy, and it's not just simple rhyming patterns or anything. I guess one thing that I could say is a lot of people would sit down with a dictionary to try and listen to at least his newer stuff.
I just love the way his voice sounds really unique, and the way he like dictates everything is like, ah! I love it.
Yeah.
I know you guys are a local band in specifically the Lake County area, which has a place like Gurnee, Grays Lake, and Park City, Vernon Hills, those kind of places. You never really hear any big name musicians except this one, Chevelle.
Chevelle.
Oh my god.
Chevelle. I really like Chevelle. I went through a huge Chevelle phase when I was in about 8th grade. And I just think it's crazy. They have they used to play local shows at the Oasis.
Yeah, I know they have the Chevelle, the drumhead.
Yeah.
This is Chevelle's, I believe it's their major label debut.
Yeah.
Their second album, it is Wonder What's Next. It's their most popular album.
Mm-hmm.
And they released another album 2 years ago or last year called Hats Off to the Bull, which I highly recommend also.
That's the one song I do actually know by the Chevelles, The Red.
Who is typically the first guy to bring an idea to a song?
Matt. Definitely Matt. Usually his like we have a song called Fallout, which is more of like a country or like guitar sounding. It's usually either
really.
It's not really just Matt.
Yeah,
because
it's
I
usually
think
Matt.
that
It's
is-
usually Matt or Mickey though.
I think it's everyone really. We all come up with ideas
I mean,
that we
like,
just bring to the table. And then
Better Than Here kind of just formed. That was more. That's an interesting one. It was just an improv.
Devil Do is
pretty
actually
much.
Mickey too.
Devil Do is Mickey.
Broken.
Broken
I
was
kinda
you.
do.
It's more of
It's
everyone.
really.
Yeah.
It's kind of just everyone puts their stuff on the table and we kind of go with what works.
Yeah.
We're not really centered on one person.
Yeah. This is
We
like
just all of us just come up with stuff.
Do you guys typically come up with the lyrics and then the music to go along with it, or vice
It's-
versa?
the other way around.
Vice versa.
So far,
We
so far,
we
yeah.
kind of have an overall tone for the songs and we try to write lyrics based off of that.
Mhm.
I'm wondering, like, how is being in your band and just writing these types of songs really just help you figure out like who you are as a person?
I like a lot of it. I like, even though like we've written a lot of like, say if we write a song and the lyrics don't really mean anything in the very beginning.
Mhm.
I think what I've done is I've placed meaning into the lyrics. Where it's like I find meaning in the songs that we write. I think that's where I've found myself. It's like, oh, this is really connects to me, you know. And then it's like I just want to write more like this, or I'll think of songs. I'll think of lyrics to put that reflects what I'm thinking at the moment, or I don't know. It's kind of a hard question, but and I don't really know how to really properly answer it. But that's the best I know. That's what I.
Any of you guys have responses to that?
I just, to be honest, these are my 3 best friends, and I so much enjoy playing music with you guys.
Yeah,
I love it. It's
I love you, Casey. The thing is, we've had some pretty bad fights between us. That's
what I mean. We're bound together by chains.
Yeah, we've had rocky moments, but I mean, Cason's right. You guys are my best friends. Yeah, as I've said before, we are friends before a band, so I guess that's one thing that the band has helped me realize. No matter how much stuff we throw at each other and how angry we are, we've still powered through it.
You remember your funniest fight?
Actually, pretty recently.
Probably the one that we just had. We needed to take out some dirty laundry.
We aired our dirty laundry. We ended up sitting here
and calling each other out.
Half fighting, half joking.
Yeah. Matt had some things going on.
Had some things going on. Everyone had some things going on.
Everyone has having some things going on. There was a lot. It was kind of like a deep bro chat mixed with a little bit of spitting out like.
What's a bro chat?
What is a bro chat?
What is a bro chat?
When bros get real. And have real talk, you know?
Real talk.
Are you guys planning on recording any songs soon?
Yes.
Very soon. Want to, yeah. We were trying to actually,
My dad actually has an old VHS recording studio in our basement. And I'm going to have him teach me how to use that. So we're either going to try and get studio time somewhere, or hopefully we'll just be able to record at least a little bit in my basement.
Get a little bit, try like one of our easier songs.
Swing State, something like Mark was saying.
Yeah.
So, a lot of kids nowadays, like, they're not really viewing rock as much of a cool genre anymore. A lot of kids are turning towards like top 40 pop and hip hop.
That is true. Actually, I've noticed a little bit.
Why do you got what should you say to like some people out there who are listening to like pop and hip hop, like just the top 40 stuff? And, like, what would you say to say like rock is still a cool thing?
Well, I'm not necessarily going to say that pop is bad. I mean, I enjoy pop.
I enjoy some pop here
but it doesn't stick. The thing is, one thing about rock is it's a much broader spectrum of things that could be placed on the table.
Yeah.
And, I mean, personally, I find myself remembering songs that have some sort of meaning. Yeah. And not to say that not all pop songs don't have meaning, but I mean, if you go on the top charts right now, there's quite a few that are all about partying, getting wasted, and all of that jazz. And it's just, there's not necessarily any substance to it.
I say just, you know, open up your mind a little bit and, you know, explore a little bit more musically. People who are listening to top 40 stuff, like, they're not trying to look for other stuff. I feel like they're just, because it's right there, it's easy to listen to. That's why I think it's.
And in addition, it's not just
like it.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's kind of, it's a reason why it's top 40.
And in addition, I'm not going to just say rock is the only genre to listen to. Listen to any genre. I mean, the thing is that there's a lot of bad music in just about any genre. You have to sift through the garbage to find the good stuff.
Exactly.
All right. For anybody who's thinking about starting a band, what would you give advice? Like, what advice would you give?
Only do it with people you like.
Chemistry is important.
If you don't do it, if you only do it, like, if you make a band with a guy who's really good at guitar, really good at drums, really good at singing, really good at bass, it's not going to work out unless you like each other. I mean, you can form the perfect band, but as TJ said, if there's no chemistry, it's not going to work.
Also, don't give up.
Yeah.
Like, just keep trying.
It is easy to give up.
Yeah, like, any final words or shout-outs?
Shout out to everyone watching this, because you're great for caring enough. Yeah!
Make a band because it's really fun. And
make a band with your friends.
Yeah,
with
your friends.
And come to our shows, please.
To your friends.
Or don't make a band because that'd be competition.
Yeah. Do what you want, actually. Don't have us try and run your lives for you. This is just an interview for school.
TOODEAR fence.
Thank you.
Alright. Just in general, just look for the music. You'll find something you'll like out there. Whether it be this guy's or other bands, just look in the local scene. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Alright.
Thank you very much.
Now we'll be getting a tour of their setup.